The Mavericks. For Chicago, kind of a seesaw affair over the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than a 500 team. They look to tip that balance with a win here. Mavs, Bulls, the NBA on 2K Sports. A good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. A chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
Well, you look at Doncic. He's received the 4th most votes in the West. If the All-Star game were today, he'd be starting.
And that's the way it should be. As dynamic as he's been this season, it wouldn't be right if he wasn't a part of that starting lineup.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Kevin, thank you. There is no question that Dallas's Luka Doncic has captured league-wide admiration. The Hall of Famer player and executive Jerry West said, "We are watching genius, a superstar who will go down as the best player in Mavs franchise history." Considering Dirk Nowitzki was there for a long time, Kevin, the praise from Jerry doesn't get much higher or from a loftier perch.
Indeed, something special, David. Thanks. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Young and Carter are the big men inside. Michael Jordan is out there with White, and it's Hardaway in at the small forward. And for Dallas, Richardson is out there with Doncic. And there's Porzingis. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Porter in at the 3. So Dallas will get the first possession. Now here's Richardson. The pass to Porzingis. And here is Markkanen. Richardson outside. Just 4 to shoot. The 3 for Doncic. And it's out of bounds. Nice touch by Doncic.
And it was interesting how the Dallas franchise sold its fans on Doncic. Ownership told them, think of a 6'7" Steve Nash. Isn't quite the shooter Steve was, but is only a teenager. Great vision. Boy, he can really pass it. And it turns out Doncic is all of that and more.
And a wide open look for Jordan. That 3 off the mark. And the Mavericks with possession. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
They shot the lights out from deep. Really stretched out the defense in that one.
There's all kind of talk in the game today about stretching the floor, because when you do that, everything else just becomes a little easier.
And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Hardaway, no good. And even Nash himself called Doncic a dream prospect.
Yeah, he said Luka was big and mobile enough in the modern game, can guard multiple positions, has a skill set, a winning mentality, and those leadership qualities. Steve Nash sounding like a future GM. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And Young kicks to Hardaway. Outside Jordan. Puts up a 3. The Bulls keep it alive. And it's Carter missing.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
That one good for 2.
Richardson pretty nifty there. Shakes the defense off and knocks it down.
Outside Jordan. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. And Young kicks to Hardaway. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Markkanen.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And that one's good by Porter.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Chance to check out stats for Luka Doncic. The past month has been surreal. He's been putting up 35 points per, 9 assists, and 9 rebounds. Well, you know that he can put points up in a hurry, and he leads this team in scoring.
Yeah, you know, I think he's got a great sense of how to keep their offense going and being productive. If somebody else is having an off night, then he kind of steps in and fills the gap. No doubt about the brilliance of Jordan as a player. Outstanding at knowing when to go get that alley-oop.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
Doncic, no good on the free throw.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Lets it fly. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 11. Hardaway kicks to Jordan. Carter against Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to the Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and an up-and-comer in Christian Wood.
Good mentions. And he knocks down the first one. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't
Yeah,
that
no
long
kidding.
ago, at least
No
it feels
kidding.
like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. I remember it like it was yesterday.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops from Marjanovic. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Bulls trail by 12. Here's Jordan. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. And the dunk by Jordan.
Boy, Jordan is something to watch slamming home the ball, man. This guy is really strong and does it with force.
Runs in the pass to Doncic. The shot comes out. Now Chicago takes it the other way. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 7 points.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Nice work inside by Cauley-Stein. Great tools as a finisher.
Jordan against Doncic. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
For Dallas, they have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
That free throw good from Doncic.
You know, early on, Doncic has proven to be a leader. I mean, this guy is somebody that can shoulder the offense and take and make big shots for his team.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. And he makes both free throws. And so White will bring it up for the Bulls. It's a 10-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
And, you know, that's all about effort, and I'm sure their coach let them have it for the lack thereof.
Now here's Levine. Doncic outside. Out to the right wing. Hurt. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And the shot goes down. Jordan's got 8.
You know, Jordan is an accomplished scorer inside. I mean, feels like he can get whatever shot he wants on the block.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back to the action after this word. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, I agree. That was a flawless offensive performance so far. I mean, the shots have been falling. They're making good decisions. That's a nice recipe there.
Bulls trail by 10. We've got Burke. James Johnson is out there with Doncic. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Marjanovic in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
Now here's Brunson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Trying to get open is Marjanovic. Now White. Outside for Jordan. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 11.
Jordan getting quickly into the shot. No hesitation. Supreme confidence shooting off the pass.
Pass to Johnson. Back to Doncic. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. Rebounded by Gafford.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
Team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Will go for a different look here. Porzingis is checked in for Marjanovic. Markkanen comes in for James Johnson. Porter's checked in for Luka Doncic. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Burke. The Bulls also changing it up. Carter, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Young comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Michael Jordan. Now here's White. Good work defensively by Richardson.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Tries from the block. Porter, score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Fleshing out his game more and more. I really like seeing Porter go to work inside.
On the wing, Levine. Mavericks with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. Kicks it out to Richardson. Knocks down the 3-ball. Now it's a 7-point Maverick lead.
You know, that shot right there, Richardson's three-point shooting, is what's helped him stay in the league as a second-round pick.
Young finds Hardaway. And here's Levine. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Levine's got 5 points in the quarter.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
Now here's Porzingis against Charlotte. He was really on his game. Brunson with it. Over Carter. The Mavericks keeping it alive. The new 14. From deep, Richardson. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis doing a nice job using that length to clean up the glass nicely.
Chicago calls timeout. Well, coming into the league with immense potential. Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Bulls.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And here's Porter after Tim Hardaway made that last three-pointer. Yes, that goes in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Levine following the basket by Otto Porter. Levine passes to Cauley-Stein. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Cauley-Stein, a serviceable shooter at the line. Let's see if he can make them count.
The Bulls have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. And he makes the first. Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Jordan's checked in. Cauley-Stein hits them both.
And what I like about Cauley-Stein is just how hard he plays. Really, both ends, a scrappy player.
Doncic against Jordan. Goes back up. And Doncic lays it in. Doncic has got 11 points.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Bucket is good. Jordan's got 8 points here in this quarter.
I'd admire how quickly Jordan gets to the rim. I mean, excellent at slashing to the basket with a lot of force, too.
Pass to Richardson. 55 seconds left to play in the first half.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Here's Jordan. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Now just a 1-point Maverick lead.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Doncic against Jordan. Doncic with the bucket.
Well, this is who Doncic is. This is what we've seen from him. A scorer who can take over games easily.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
The first free throw is good.
Well, when you watch MJ, Michael Jordan, the championship mentality is obvious. He gives his team everything he has to win games, and then some.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. James Johnson's checked in for Lauri Markkanen. And Trey Burke subbed in for Otto Porter Jr. Then for the Bulls, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Cauley-Stein. And it's Maxi Kleber in for Young. And the shot goes in from Kristaps Porzingis.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
And the dunk by Jordan.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
Here's Richardson, and the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
That time Richardson defaulted to the mid-range shot. We know he can shoot them from deep, but mixing in that mid-range, it'll keep the defense off balance.
And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Mavericks lead by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He ended up with 22 points. Now that the unicorn is healthy, Shaq, we're getting a better idea about the full potential of his game.
Yeah, he went from no playmakers in New York to Doncic in Dallas. Listen, Porzingis has been...
And that's going to do it.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What a game we're seeing from Michael Jordan.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And on the floor for Billy Donovan as we get into the second half. Young and Carter are the big men inside. White is out there with Michael Jordan, and it's Hardaway in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Porter. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 4. Outside Jordan. Stolen by Markkanen. Doncic kicks to Porter. Good, and the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 6 assists in the game.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Jordan. Porter pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Count it.
And you got to honor that mid-range J from Porter. Over time, he has really improved that shot.
Outside Jordan. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
And something we don't see nearly as much as we used to, the finger roll.
And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That'll be his second foul of the game. Marjanovic checked in for Lauri Markkanen. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Nice open look, but it's no good. The drive by Jordan.
Oh, yes, sir. Come on, bring it. And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome. One of the best dunkers this game has ever seen.
Dallas leading by 4. Doncic feeling it out. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And Doncic throws it down.
Boy, showing you some power there, fellas. I mean, nice to see Doncic get up and drop it in with force that time.
Chicago calls timeout. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for Dallas. To the inside, Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with four.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Goodness. Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Pass to Porzingis. The pass to Brunson. Now Porter down to 5 on the shot clock. Count that one.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
And they double up Jordan. Here's Carter. Porzingis with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 10. Richardson gets a wide open look. No good with the triple. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Dallas calls timeout.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Johnson, he's checked in for Dallas. Burke comes in for Richardson. The Bulls also changing it up. Billy Cauley-Stein comes in for Wendell Carter. And Daniel Gafford subbed in for Michael Jordan. In transition, here come the Bulls. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Wasted no time on that one. Burke's got 5 now.
Defensively, there was a lack of aggressiveness, and it really made it easy for him to knock that shot down.
Here's White. Pass to Kleba. And that one goes long. Dallas leading by 11. Brunson with a clean look. Another 3 for Dallas.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Chicago's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Gafford passes to Levine, and he banks in the layup. He's got 7.
You know, he's becoming a more well-rounded scorer, guys. Buckets like this demonstrate Levine's ability to finish from anywhere.
Outside, Porzingis. The three-pointer, no good. Bulls trail by 12. And Levine, here we go. And the jam by Levine.
Hey, when you can beat people off the dribble, you've got something going for yourself. I mean, Levine showing that great burst.
Now here's Brunson. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Levine kicks to Kleba. From deep three-point range, again, Levine missing.
You know, after connecting on one three-pointer in the first half, he hasn't netted another one since.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Brunson. The 3 from Johnson. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's White. Banked in off the glass.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides.
And here's Brunson. Outside, Porzingis. Over Cauley-Stein. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. We're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We come back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, and as a two-guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter, so it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Doncic. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got James Johnson. Doncic out there with Markkanen. Then there's Burke, and it's Brunson in at the point.
Really good to see Markkanen be aggressive inside. He's excellent at drawing the attention of the defense and then forcing them to foul him.
And Markkanen drops them both.
Well, he's certainly been on target with the free throws. Such an advantage when your bigs can knock them down from the line.
Here's White. Down low. Out to Hardaway. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Sunday, they'll be facing Steven Adams. and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Tuesday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And looking at the Boston matchup, they have that date circled. They love to compete, and they feel they can play very well against that group if they can execute.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Richardson's checked in, and Chicago also making a switch. Jordan's checked in. That shot wide open. And the Mavericks lead by 15.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Hardaway, no good.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Bulls making a switch here. Carter's checked in.
Boy, this is why me and so many others are high on Doncic. I mean, he's got the ability to fight through challenges that defenses present.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Marjanovic checked in for Johnson. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Buries it from three-point range.
Boy, that quick trigger mindset when Hardaway Jr. is firing away like this, you know he's feeling it.
And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. First free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
Zingas is checked in for Dallas. Right block shot, and it's off the back rim. No good. Mavericks leading by 17. Here's Burke. No good that time. Jordan with some nice D. And so White will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jordan off the inbound pass. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Richardson.
Michael Jordan using that strength of his to get into the defense to draw the foul on the way up.
And so Jordan nails both of them. Dallas has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Richardson against Jordan. Richardson the pass to Burke. Out to Porzingis. Fires for 3. Dallas again missing.
Boy, I'm absolutely shocked he didn't get that one to go. Usually he's money from deep.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Hard not to respect how tough Jordan is inside. Really good at angling his body to pick up the foul call.
Otto Porter Jr. He's checked in for Dallas. And so Jordan nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
And here's Doncic from the arc. That's a basket. He is 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Here's Jordan. Porzingis with the block.
Tell you what, Porzingis showing great timing as the anchor of the defense there.
And a wide open look for Porter. Another 3 for Dallas.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And so Jordan nails both of them.
And he's been to the line much more here than he was in that first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
On the wing, Porter. Doncic trying to get open.
And love seeing Porter this aggressive on offense. Knows how to get to his spots and take advantage.
Outside Hardaway. And the Bulls with another miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Greg, we are in an era of positionless basketball, and we know the All-Star game now has a 2 backcourt, 3 front court position as opposed to 2 guards, 2 forwards, and a center when you're voting. Should they get rid of those designations entirely?
I tell you what, I think you could make a strong case for that. When you go back to last season, and he felt Jimmy Butler got robbed of a starting spot.
Yes.
I think listen, this is the fans' vote. Why not the 5 top vote getters? I don't care if they're 4 guards. If the 5 players that the fans want to see the most play a certain position, then so be it. You know, they're not going to play all 48 minutes. You're still going to have your 7 other spots to kind of balance out the roster. I say just let the fans tell you the 5 they want to see, and let's go play.
And that one misses.
And while Young is serviceable at the line, not terrible, there's still a lot of room for improvement.
So he comes up empty at the line. Here's Doncic. With the floater, and the layup is good. Doncic has got 12 points here in the second half.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And so it's Dallas with it. 1:44 left in the fourth. And finished off by Porter.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
From deep, Jordan. It's rebounded by Dallas. Markkanen's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Mavericks.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And when you play a team twice like these two will this season, always nice to get a win in that first battle. They'll go up 1-0 in the season series against Chicago.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Otto Porter Jr.
Yeah, and he was relentless, nonstop energy. I mean, he just never slowed down or turned off.
Passes to Markkanen. Kicks it to Porter. He feeds it to Doncic.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Outside, White. Back to Jordan. Young trying to break free. Michael Jordan again. Jordan's got 42 in the game.
And Jordan is simply amazing at finishing through contact. Doesn't matter what you throw at him or who, he finds a way to score.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Porzingis passes to Markkanen. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Jordan, and then slammed in by Jordan.
Efficiency personified there. Jordan scoring at will, taking over the game whenever he chooses.
So no problem for Dallas as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, Luka, another win for you, but the games keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, you know, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
I think it's important that you compete. Congrats on the win, man. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation.